Well, hello again, ghouls and goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today's retro adventure brings me to the good old-fashioned 1980s and 1990s Pizza Hut. Now, these are referred to as Pizza Hut classics now, and they look exactly like we remember them back in the day. All but they don't have the jukebox or the arcades anymore, but everything inside looks exactly the same, from the lighting to the brick walls to the tablecloths. They even have throwback meals that are priced almost like they were in the 1990s. Now, I know a lot of Pizza Huts are on the chopping block and could be closing in 2026, so I figured it was time to come here and document this before it's too late, because this one is definitely a memory from my childhood. I came to this location many times and got to book it meals, so I'm going to go inside and see how it looks in 2026. So join me if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.
When you see me, everyone knows what time of year it is. It's Halloween. This Halloween, make sure adults see you coming with shiny, bright yellow Halloween safety bags from Pizza Hut and 28 WPTF-TV. And be careful trick-or-treating this Halloween. Tell your parents where you're going and who's going with you. Before you go out, you can pick up a free Halloween safety bag. Come to any participating Pizza Hut restaurant and pick one up. The Halloween safety bag is free from your friends at Pizza Hut and WPTF-TV.
And anytime I come through Farmville, because I spent a great deal of my teenage years here, and it had gotten to the point where if I would skip high school, my mom would give me money and say, hey, at least stop off at Hardee's and bring home some fried chicken. Well,
and you about brought home some stray dogs.
Exactly. Because right here where this empty lot is, there used to be an old farmhouse, and a dog broke his chain because he smelled the fried chicken, and he started chasing behind me. Finally, I was like, okay, Fido, you broke your chain for this. So I threw him a chicken leg, and I just kept on walking. He definitely seemed like he meant business. But you can see I had a pretty good walk here, because this is a long road to get to the apartments that we stayed in.
Better the chicken leg than your leg.
Yeah, better the chicken leg than my leg, exactly. But we stayed here, and this is where I have a lot of my Halloween memories. It's a cozy little apartment complex, and my mom would go all out. She would put the blow molds out, the wood cutouts that we would buy from the local produce stand. She would put them in the bushes in front of the apartment, and she would hang the little strobe ghost off of the doorknob. So every time you would open the front door, it would go, woo, woo. And straight up ahead, the bushes are long gone now, as time takes its toll on just about anything and everything. But
and there used to be a tree there.
But right there where it says 4754, it used to be named 1755, and she would have it looking beautiful during Halloween season. That sign looks almost exactly how I always remembered it. Of course, back in the day, the classic wasn't underneath it. It was just Pizza Hut, but now it's considered retro, so they obviously had to put classic underneath it. And right there, you can see where the wiring is. There used to be a pay phone booth there where I would come down here because I lived with my mom, and my dad lived about 3 cities over. And we didn't even have a home phone at the time, if you can believe that. I would walk down here or ride down here to the Pizza Hut and call 0 and talk to the operator and say, yes, my name is Derek. I'd like to make a collect call to such and such number. And then I would wait for him to accept the charges. That's how we lived back in the day sometimes. It was long distance, 3 towns over. Now with a cell phone on certain plans, you can call Canada or Mexico or almost anywhere. But back then, you had to call collect because it was long distance just to call 3 cities over. Let that sink in. Wow, what a time.
I've got a question about 1-800-COLLECT.
Fire away!
Why advertise?
Well,
It's 1-800-COLLECT as in collect calls, right?
correct.
Well, even you could remember that. Get me coffee. 1-800-COLLECT. It's obvious.
All right, so let's go inside this retro Pizza Hut before the doors close and look around. And here we go. Does it look like exactly how you remember it? It does for me. Got the old Pizza Hut hanging Tiffany style lamps that we would see back in the day. And look at this. There's even the old brick wall with what else? A Book It picture hanging on the wall. If you were a kid in the 80s and the 90s, you definitely were a part of the Book It program. Those Pizza Hut lights, they're definitely cool. And I think they're the same ones that have been hanging here since the 80s. And how ironic, we talk about the 80s and the 90s. There's a Space Jam 30th anniversary pizza being featured here at Pizza Hut right now. I don't remember what used to be in this corner. It wasn't a TV though. And then here's some more of the artwork hanging on the walls. Looks like they had a picture here of Pizza Hut having a car in one of the local parades. And here's some of the old Pizza Hut buildings. This one definitely still has that same hut design. And look at that. Look at the tablecloths and the red booths. Again, it looks exactly how I remember, all but the arcade machine and the jukebox missing. Unfortunately, you don't really find any of those around anymore unless you find an active arcade or a bowling alley with either of those in it. Some more cool wall art here. The lamps hanging around. Definitely takes me back to 1995. Look at this. That's like one of the earliest Pizza Hut restaurants, and I think there's still one of those around somewhere. Place hasn't really changed a bit. I really hope it survives the cuts that they're making this year. But that corner right there was the arcade machine, and then right here was where the jukebox was. But now all that remains is a Pizza Hut song picture.
Children who love to read can grow to new heights, expand their knowledge by discovering new worlds, stretch their imagination by reaching for the stars. Book It is a reading incentive program that encourages young people to read. Support your children's participation in their school's Book It program. Or to find out how to enroll their school, write to this address. When your child loves to read, almost anything can happen.
And this is how you make it even better. They have the Pizza Hut throwback specials every Thursday, dine in or carry out. Medium one-topping pizza for only $6. A personal one-topping pan pizza, $3, and breadstick. And of course, I'm opting for table 13, but I've flipped it to try to look like 31. All right, so I just got a little personal pan pizza, kind of reminiscent of what I used to get in the Book It program. As you saw when I was filming the pictures here on the wall, the Book It program, of course, if you didn't grow up in the 80s or the 90s, I do think that they brought it back a few years ago. I don't know if it's still active or not, but the Book It program was more or less, if you read a significant amount of books during your school years, they would give you a certificate once you completed reading those books, and you could bring it up here to Pizza Hut, and you would be entitled to your own personal pan pizza. Now, for me, I remember when they had the Universal Monsters personal pan pizza, as well as the X-Men.
Hey, you do something helpful every day. Like today, you walk the dog. So for you, every day, Pizza Hut has the kids' pizza pack. You get a personal pan pizza, cup, and cool surprise every day. You deserve it, because you're a kid. What the heck is that? And you did read the garden. Now you can scare up a Universal Monsters Kids Pizza Pack at Pizza Hut. You get a personal pan pizza, creepy cup with monstrous lid, and spooky trading cards, all for $2.99.
And Goosebumps even had one as well. So those are the ones that I remember getting with the Book It program back in the day. Sound off in the comments below and let me know if you remember any of the promotions from the Book It program.
It's the Pizza Head Show.
Hey everybody, I'm on my way to Pizza Hut to get a Goosebumps Kids Pack. Yay!
Almost there.
Hey, this isn't the right way.
Well, Scarecrow Steve says it is.
He's no scarecrow.
Sure he is.
Uh-oh, I think I woke the neighbors.
Look, Pizza Head, you'll be perfectly safe in there.
Okay.
Relax, the Goosebumps guys just want you for dinner. See you in the next lifetime. Now you can collect one of 3 ghoulish Goosebumps glow and tell story card sets when you buy a Pizza Hut Kids Pack.
So from what I understand, a lot of Pizza Huts, as I was mentioning at the beginning of this video, are sadly on the way out in 2026. So I don't know if that's going to be the Pizza Hut classics or it's just going to be some of the underperforming Pizza Hut restaurants. But this one, like you've heard me mention, I definitely have my memories here. And I just wish that the arcade and the jukebox was still around because I would definitely throw a few quarters in it right now. Although in today's world, you probably wouldn't throw quarters in it. You would probably just swipe your card to play the jukebox and the arcade. I think it's been a while since I've actually seen a jukebox. The last one being, I believe, was at Pizza Inn. If anybody remembers Pizza Inns in their areas, I know they were mainly on the East Coast and as far out as Texas, because I remember when the Von Erich family from World Class Championship Wrestling did a Pizza Inn commercial.
My brothers taught me about wrestling, but I taught them about eating.
So he brought us to Pizza Inn's all-you-can-eat buffet.
You get hot, fresh pizza.
Thin crust or pan.
Plus, there's plenty of spaghetti, garlic toast, and a salad bar.
All for a super low price. That's why I'm paying today. Kev, let me pay.
I'll pay for this one. You two pay for the pizza to go.
Pizza to go?
I thought you were full. These are for Dad.
Yeah, sure.
For pizza out, it's Pizza Inn. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And ironically enough, if you look out that window right there, the building right across the street used to be a Hardee's. And speaking of Hardee's, of course, they did all kinds of Halloween stuff. Most notably, I remember them doing the 1991 Halloween promotion, but they also had the Fun Machine in the 70s. But that's where I would get the fried chicken from that the dog chased me on the walk home. And the apartments were like literally right across the street. And Pizza Hut is kind of more or less close to the neighborhood. So thankfully we had Pizza Hut and Hardee's close to the apartments growing up back in the day. And that building back there now is a community college. But back in the day, that was a little supermarket and there was a Family Dollar right beside it that my mom would stop off at and buy little Halloween decorations.
Now when you come to Hardee's, you can buy one glow-in-the-dark Halloween hideaway for just $1.29 with every purchase of hash rounds or any dessert. There'll be a different Halloween hideaway each week, 4 in all.
Oh, that was fast.
You can only get them for a limited time, and you can't get them anywhere else but Hardee's.
All right, so here we go. The Pizza Hut box, almost just like I remember, fits in the palm of my hand. And as I open it up, it's going to be just like Macaulay Culkin said in Home Alone, a cheese pizza, a delicious cheese pizza just for me.
Happy Halloween from WLFL TV 22, your Fox station in Raleigh, Durham, and Fayetteville.
All right, so here we go. It's going to be like I'm 12 all over again. It's definitely got that same thick, deep dish texture that I remember the personal pan pizza always having. It's got the right amount of sauce. It's got the right amount of cheese. Let's take another bite. I don't eat his pizza as much as I used to, but that definitely tastes just like I remember. As I used to say, 13 out of 13 black hearts. And this was another staple that we would get on Friday nights. Sometimes we would just get an order of the garlic breadsticks because they would be a meal in themselves. I remember eating these while watching either Unsolved Mysteries on NBC or TGIF on ABC.
ABC Friday, get ready for a monster night of TGIF.
It's a way cool Halloween bash.
It's the scariest night of the year, and we have the Queen of Halloween brewing up a frightfully good time.
Dig up some friends and join us.
And what could be scarier than two Urkels? Family Matters. Then Eric's living his own nightmare. This girl won't leave him alone. Boy Meets World. And what's a witch to do when she's invited to 2 parties? Body double.
I look really cute.
Sabrina. Then it's like a totally freaky Clueless. TGIF. It'll make you howl. ABC Friday.
Time to try the breadstick. Gotta dip it in the sauce. Mash it all in there. Get it all nice and saucy. Breadstick time. Man, a lot of food has lost its flavor the older I've gotten. But I'm telling you right now, Pizza Hut Classic here, they're hitting a home run. 13 out of 13 black hearts on the pizza and the breadsticks. So good. Alright, so my sister is strong-arming me into trying the cheesy pasta here, so I'm going to try this next. Here we go. That's actually really good too. I'm not really a pasta person, so I'm going to be a little bit biased here unless it's spaghetti, but I will give that about 11 out of 13 black hearts. And ironically enough, right beside Rose's here, there's a Heavenly Arms mortuary, which used to be a video store where I would get a lot of horror movies from. Friday the 13th, Halloween, I Spit on Your Grave, the original, and video games like Maniac Mansion, Zombies, Ate My Neighbors. Spent many, many nights here after leaving Pizza Hut and renting a movie or a video game, and had my share of creepy memories here from renting the horror movies. But now I can go there and be cremated and become a zombie. Well, not technically, I wouldn't be a zombie because if I'm cremated, there's nothing left. So that made absolutely 0 sense.
Let us entertain you. Movie Land's got the movies you want to see. Oh, let us entertain you. There's something there for all the family. We've got the best of the old, more of the new. You know we got the movies that are just right for you. So let us entertain you, and you'll have a real good time.
And as I make my way home, look at the massive moon back there. I'd love to say it's a harvest moon and a witch was flying through it, but it's not because it's April as I'm filming this. But check that out. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. If you have a Pizza Hut Classic anywhere in your area, and I do know that they're really hard to come by these days, definitely check it out because it is definitely a blast from the past when you go in there, and it is definitely worth it because the food tastes just as good as it did back in the day. I can't say anything bad about it. Probably one of the better food reviews that I'm going to end up doing here on Derek Blackheart's Spooky Club. So, if you're new here, I do all things retro, as you saw today, holiday related, spooky related here on the channel. So if you're new here and you like this type of content, how about slashing that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on the live streams or any video uploads or premieres or shorts or anything, so you can stay informed. And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the Spooky Club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the Spooky Club. Take that! Join the Spooky